Ben Roethlisberger tested positive. So I thought it would have changed the line a little bit more than it did.
I'm actually interested to see if people are still going to go with them in suicide. I mean, sometimes people will take a team, and you know how it is. You take a team, and you don't want to second guess what you thought. You know, obviously Ben's out. It's going to be.
They're playing Detroit too.
That's going to be a very sloppy game in a lot of regards. I can't even tell the people. Like, I have no idea who's going to win that game. No idea, no clue. I don't know what to expect,
especially
out of Mason Rudolph. I mean, their offensive line has been abysmal in pass protection.
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph should be a little bit more mobile than Ben, and hopefully it can help. But I'm still a little. I mean, Mason Rudolph's been a backup for a long time now. I mean, the kid needs at this point he needs to have it, and if he doesn't, I mean, so this is like almost a blessing in disguise, basically, for Pittsburgh. You got to see what you have in this kid and whether or not you're going to have to go and draft a quarterback next year, or if you're going to roll with him, because obviously Ben is on the outskirts
honestly,
of his career.
I think he's on his last year.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I don't
for his own sake, you obviously you don't want to see a guy who has been that great in the NFL for a long time, but there was times where this guy was impossible to take down. Now it's coming to the point where he's going down so easily because of the problems he's had on, the lower body injuries, basically just the ankles and the knees, and
he's just not as strong anymore.
Well,
I mean the guy was just such a big body, and he wasn't slow by any means, but he wasn't crazy fast either. But he was just a strong dude, and that first try, first tackle try, was really never going to get him down. And that's what he kind of thrived his whole career off of, doing that. And that's, just, a broken play, just, making something happen out of it. That was Ben Roethlisberger's career. And that's no more. And his offensive line is as bad as it ever was. It's worse than it ever was, really. And it's not helping him. And, so the fact that he's played this many games without getting hurt is, beyond me. But
you could tell he's probably banged up left and right.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no way he's not banged. He just plays through it. He's been doing it for a very, very long time. Your hats off to Ben. I mean, this is probably it for him, and it's unfortunate. But at this point,
and
it's
it
probably
sucks
what's
because
best. Who wants to be around this COVID thing with everything going on? There's no you have enough money to live the rest of your life very, very happily. At this point, I would just I would hang up the cleats and just go enjoy retirement. Yeah, multiple Super Bowl winner. I mean, come on, obviously, it's definitely
So I mean,
MVP, right? Wasn't he a former MVP?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So definitely Hall of Famer. Definitely in my book, your book as well. So I think this should be his last year, which sucks. As I was saying, this is not the year to be looking for a quarterback, because there's not very great quarterbacks in the draft. So it's gonna.
That's the thing, though. Sometimes you get yourself a kid. That's the best situation. You don't want to get the quarterback in the first round. You would like to get like a third or fourth rounder, but you got to have Mason Rudolph and get his opportunity. I mean, it's been too long now. He's been the backup for over 2 to 3 years now. It's been a very long time. He's been there for a long time. He's been making this football team over and over and over again for them. He needs to go out there at this point and he needs to show us something. He's playing the Detroit defense that is not a very intimidating defense. No. Your offensive line is not great either. So I know there are problems on both sides, but you got to find a way to you have to find a way to move the football. And today is a big turning point for him, and whether or not his career is going to go one way or if it's going to go the other.
Maybe Mac Jones can contact Mason Rudolph and see what how to maybe deal with Myles Garrett.
No, don't swing your helmet. Yeah. Don't take your helmet off or whatever. Yeah. That was so crazy. That was such a weird situation when that happened. But I mean, again, you see crazy. You know what it is? Emotions get the. I don't care who you are. You're listening to this show. You're me. Emotions will get the best of every human being out there. I mean, whether you're a professional athlete who's well trained and everything, people's emotions will always get in the way they act,
physically or verbally. So
yes,
it's
100%. So it's it's just human element when you see things like that happen. Sometimes it gets a little crazy as opposed to what happened in that situation. But then even like we just talked about with Brian Burns, like he's probably really mad that he's holding his ankle, so he goes to start twisting. But it's again like your anger just made you do an action that just didn't make any sense at the time.
Yeah, of course.
You know, you're angry that he's holding your ankle, obviously, and it's understandable. It's annoying, and you know, obviously, you just acted in a way that got yourself hurt, and you know that's what happens when you know your emotions get the best of you, and that's obviously what happened with Myles Garrett that day. I don't see him as a bad person. That's what the media will do to you, though. They'll make you think you're like an evil person or something because you messed up. Yeah, you're angry and you messed up. It's a mistake. I mean, they make different mistakes on a football field, much more important mistakes than well, obviously that was an important one. They got the flag and everything, but there are other important ones too that get made. A lot of mistakes are made on a football field. That just happened to be one of them. After the whistle, obviously, all mistakes after a whistle are just unacceptable.
And it was the end of the game too. Like it was just shouldn't have happened.
For more Running Up the Score, go follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at RUTS Sports.